Hey guys, returning here. Today I'm going to be playing Disturbed. This is a game that's free on Steam. I was just trolling through the free games today, in fact, and was looking for something that looked like it would fit for a hard month, and found this. I can't remember much of the description other than that you're playing as a farmer. Um, Game is by Brad Moore, I believe is what that says. It's hard for me to read the font. Uh, it looks like it might be point and click. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Uh, Anyways, let's get to this. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. Oh, it looks like it's a visual novel. Okay. I like visual novels. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you? You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. Stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Uh, well, let's go to the crops. Path divides the crops you've lived so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Um, let's follow the path. Continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to the cave. There's a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there's a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Um, well, I'm already here. Let's go. Bad idea. Before you take your next step, a large berry emerges from the darkness. You realize that you have made a terrible mistake even thinking that something helpful could be in here. I'm not fighting a bear. When we turn to run, the bear rolls with deep growl, shaking the loose stones about. The cave, all you can think about is making it back home in one piece. When you make it to the trail, the bear catches up with you, tackling you to the ground. Screaming in pain as the bear rips you apart. Okay, apparently there's achievements. I did not read much at all of the descriptions. I didn't even know that. Well, that was pathetically short. Okay, skip. Go to the crops, and this time we're going to continue down the path. Come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Well, there might be something in the wagon I can use. Look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. There's a key on the ground during the search. Pick up the key and continue on your way. For what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack similar to the house that you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe he is home? Let's inspect the shack then. Walk toward the structure and knock on the door. Scratch the back of your head, fearing that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. I will pick up a key from the wagon and use it on the door. Door unlocks, okay. Decide to help yourself in. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You're overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. Let's take a look at the book. There might be a hint. Pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is that what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently there's a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when you mentioned that nobody has been able to catch anything from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick, but what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I have lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but that can't be helped now. I'm leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there's nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. Can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. I'm not opening the trapdoor. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. Cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. Find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. I have a feeling taking a nap is a bad idea, so pick at the grass. As you pick at the grass berries in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. Sorry. Turn around and see a large, angry face looking back at you. Your jaw dropping hard, no sound or scream escapes your tongue as a tightening grip with the roots squeeze wet air is swept out from your body. I got killed by a tree because... Okay. I would have expected that if there was apples. I was not expecting that for picking at the grass. Alright, we've seen this. Skip. I'm going to go the same path I've been going. Because I don't know if this changed anything, and it might have. Okay, we're going to take a nap. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. I have an idea and I don't like it. Bad feeling then overcomes you and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. Wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. Reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Always go left. When you're continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop and notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? So we're following the trail in the grass. A sword. Following the subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. We'll inspect it. Approach the grave, look at the sword with intrigue. Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. The sword. May I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire this sword, free me from it. Slowly moves for the sword. Fool! Only something of a pure essence can free me. A rare hope, like a flower found in darkness. Okay, back away from the sword. Looks to the specter and leaves the sword. Figure fades out of view. Continue on then. Calls to see that there's a lake nearby. The trail continues on to your right. Okay, so that must be the lake the book was talking about. Let's take a look at it. Step near the lake and look down into it. Resting underwater is an orb of some sort, sitting on the bottom of the lake. Something strange about it, as if it were calling out to you. No, I'm not diving in. Now's probably not the time. Now's definitely not the time, because I have good ideas what's going to happen if I do. You pause to see that there is a lake nearby. Okay. Continue along the trail. The faint trail comes to an end. There's a collection of stone pillars down the hill. Beyond the hill is a large field of grass. Suspect as pillars. Stand before the large stones arranged in the shape of a circle. In the center is a stone with what appears to be some sort of slot or hole. No doubt about it, something is meant to be placed there. Can't do anything, head back. Okay. So we'll explore the field. You find yourself gazing over a grass field with hills rolling off into the distance. Unicorn. So to trick upon your eyes, you see a unicorn run across the field. It disappears out of sight before you can do anything. Surely the unique powers of a unicorn can help you with your quest, but there's clearly something wrong. If only there was a way to charm it. So I can't do anything there. Let's try the lake. I have feelings it's going to kill me. Close your eyes and jump into the lake. You open your eyes to see the stone sitting before you. You start to make your way toward it. A large fish comes into view. It quickly notices you with its mouth stretched open. Try to leap for the surface, but the fish catches up to you. You find yourself helpless before the creature. The fish rips your body apart with its teeth. Die a very painful death. Okay. Okay, this time we're going to go in the shed. The shed door, but the door won't budge. Remember locking some time ago, but can't remember what you did with the key, so go into the house. Through the house you feel subtle uneasiness, as if the growing light outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything's the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. Fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. I'm not laying in bed. That's a bad idea. Open chest. Open the chest, find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems to have less valuables than you anticipated. You close it. Okay. What about the journal? Another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Beth Ann is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Something broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment? Well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. I woke one night to a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip into the city and see what this is all about. Okay, hid the key, but this gives me no hint as to where the key got hid. Okay, let's go to the crops. Go into the pen. That must be Beth Ann. A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lies lifeless on the ground as a growing light slowly begins to consume her body. You're sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Inspect water first. Inspect the water looking for anything normal. You notice that the water is from a dark. The water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Let's grab a mushroom. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. Begin to rip it out of the ground. The cloud spores embracing the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die eventually after crawling about on the ground. Okay. It's like a visual novel version of The Witch's House. There's no way I can fight the bear at the moment. I have a feeling that I will eventually, but at the moment that's not happening. So inspect the wagon. Inspect the shack. Well, I've been avoiding this, but let's try it. Close the trapdoor and notice the lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downward. Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with piercing cold. Most immediately, there's a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. With darkness around you, sustain this awful place. Try talking to the woman, though I'm sure she's going to kill me like everything else has. Tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there, let me out of here. Pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. Take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. Why got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. Okay, how's this going to kill me? First, the woman unlocked the shackles that bind her. As her arms become free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. I'll now do you a favor. Seeming to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. Those chilling grip of bone hands lock up into your arms. Energy flees from your body, and you fall to your knees. And I am dead. Feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It's unfortunate that your journey ends here. Okay. Okay, so take the nap. Don't want to get killed by the tree. Let's see. Let's try going right. There's the end of the pathway. In the distance, a tower looking at the area. Gates secures passage to the area with the wall around the property. Also of interest, there's a tree that has a hole carved into it. Okay, inspect the tree. First the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in. When you see something shining holes of metal feeling off your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Quick save. Press the knobs. Let's try left. Okay, middle. Right. Knobs lock in place. Wait for a moment, nothing happens. Must be some sort of combination. Okay, so it didn't kill me. That's a plus. Reach the end of the pathway. In the distance, the tower looking over. Okay. We'll go to the gate then. Approach the gate cautiously. Sure this is going badly, but we're entering. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There's a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Inspect the fountain. Stark haze about the fountain, the water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. There's a slight pull toward the fountain as if it were calling for something. Left statue. See an old statue of an angel that's been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, the other with one finger pointing up toward the sky. Feel best with the statue alone? Yeah. Something inherently creepy about statues. Old statue is broken in many areas. One hand the angel is holding some sort of ball, while the other hand is hovering over the ball. Excuse me. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You should keep your distance and just observe the statue. Okay, let's see how the tower kills me. Approach the door. Reach the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. Okay. So I can't do anything now. Back to this path split. Go left. Okay, I followed the trail of grass before. There's nothing I would actually do, so continue down the path. There's a well. Okay, you walk for some time to find an endless field of grass. There's a well near the path. Well, we'll take a look. Here down the well. Within the evident water at the bottom, there's a coin resting against the whale of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. Well, I can't do that at the moment. Not without dying, I'm sure. Perhaps maybe I'll take the coin later. You step away from the well. Continue on. Walking over the hills of grass and grain, you reach the walls of Aramor. Several times a year, you come here to trade goods from the farm. Discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you is overrun with blight. Well, continue across. Come a long way, you don't desire to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the ill soil. Darkness consumes you and your lungs struggle for air. Your body burns in pain and suffocating die. Okay. I'm sure this'll kill me. Reach for a sword before you can lay a finger on it. The spirit grabs your arm. Sharp pain flows over your body as your flesh melts off your bones. So that was the vision from the tree. What fragments remain fall to the ground. Adventure ends here. Well, let's try fighting the bear then. I think it's the only thing I haven't tried at this point. We're going to try fighting it. Scan the ground, notice that there are numerous rocks you can grab. You throw at the bear, you can begin to do so as the bear approaches you. One after the other, you throw the rocks as hard as you can. Probably because there's something die. Okay, I'm sure there is a way to survive this, but I don't know what it is. I do like this. This is an interesting way of doing a horror game, and I quite enjoy it. So Brad Moore, good job. If there's a way to win, please just tell me if there is, because I have no idea. I'm sure I will do this more in my own time, and I do recommend playing this game, trying to find the ending for yourself. As always, I will see you guys next time, and have a great time wherever you may be. Bye, guys!